Sweet sugarcanes of old Barbados gone wild or republicized, to be more correct. The Bajans have gone wild. Barbados cuts loose from Queen Elizabeth II as head of state, forging a new republic. And do you know why the singer and entrepreneur Rihanna was declared its national hero? Welcome to the World Econ News. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification button to get updates and information about the latest news items. After nearly 400 years of forced marriage, Barbados has decided to get an official divorce from Britain and become a republic. As of November 30th, 2021, Barbados is officially the Republic of Barbados, headed by a new president as the head of state and a prime minister in charge of the government. As you already guessed, there is no more space for Queen Elizabeth II anywhere in the new republic. Yes, the remnants of the old long-gone British colonial era are now completely gone and no longer represent the all-seeing eye watching over the heads of the people of Barbados. To be fair and clear, Queen Elizabeth or any other member of the British monarchy or a British citizen, as a matter of fact, can still travel and stay in Barbados as tourists, and of course the royals will get some sort of royal treatment. Yep, it's still cool to be a royal or remotely related to some royal family from anywhere. Lots of perks come along with that. Before we jump into the details and mingle about the awesomeness of Barbados as a tiny Caribbean paradise and the big mad bash party they had in celebration of the new president and the divorce from England, Barbados also declared the pretty good-looking, glamorous, one-of-a-kind singer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Rihanna as a national hero of the new republic, a title she deserves, and I'll tell you why a little later. Allow me to give you a short history lesson about Barbados. Once upon a time, the people of Barbados were living peacefully in their little paradise when the needy Europeans began arriving without pleasant gifts. The Spanish colonizers arrived first in 1511, and as you guessed it, it was all about slavery and resources. Then they took a hike, but were unfortunately replaced by the Portuguese in 1532, and once again it was all about slavery, imperialism, and resources. The Spanish colonists were a little too excited and almost wiped out the indigenous population. It was all bloody, packed with invasions, colonialism, slavery, and, well, okay, I'll stop here since it's all ancient history and long gone. Sort of. On the bright side, every morning is a new beginning. Okay, now, where was I? Yes, right. Then in 1625, the British came and did the same old stuff as the Portuguese and the Spaniards, only they pretended that they'd misplaced their maps and forgot their way back home. So they stayed in charge of Barbados as rulers of its people until 1966. The British turned Barbados into one big sugarcane field, and, well, guess who did all the hard lifting for free? Even after the British withdrew in 1966, the British insisted on keeping it remotely under their control, and even insisted on having their queen as the head of state. Back to the Republic of Barbados, the new president, and Rihanna. Now, you may think Barbados decided to become fully sovereign overnight, or in recent years. But in reality, they've been trying since they were enslaved in the sugarcane fields. Now you know where the British got their sugar for their tea, biscuits, and scones. It was a long struggle for freedom, dignity, and peace that officially kicked off in 1966 when they became semi-independent from the British Empire. Of course, the British didn't waste any time sabotaging any and all efforts by Barbados to transform from a parliamentary constitutional monarchy to a parliamentary republic. I'll not go over the British clandestine and economical modern Gestapo tactics utilized over the years in preventing Barbados from achieving full sovereignty, but it's obvious that the British failed. Freedom and the will of the people will always prevail in due time. Of course, the newly chosen Barbadian president, Sandra Mason, will not have an easy ride. She has some pretty tough tasks ahead of her. But experts are betting that the experienced politician and lawyer will ace it and transform Barbados into an exemplary, economically stable, and progressive state, Despite the British old guard and meddling, lack of tourism due to COVID-19 and the economic stress, Sandra Mason, the President of Barbados, has an impressive career portfolio that includes serving as a High Court judge in St. Lucia and a Court Appeal judge in Barbados. She's also the first woman admitted to the bar in Barbados. She served as chair of the CARICOM Commission to evaluate regional integration, was the first magistrate appointed as an ambassador from Barbados, the first woman to serve on the country's Supreme Court. She was also the first appointee from Barbados to the Commonwealth Secretariat Arbitral Tribunal, the Governor-General of Barbados since 2018, and she was awarded the Dame Grand Cross in the Order of St. Michael and St. George, and last but not least, Chancellor of the Order of National Heroes, and the Order of Barbados and the Order of Freedom. Shall I go on? She could probably make the British pay for the free sugar they stole for 400 years, and talk them into paying a few £billion as compensation for centuries of slavery. She's a very tough cookie and is widely respected. You might think, so what? They became a republic? Good for them. Well, it is a big deal because for Barbados, becoming a republic means the elected representatives will be focused on creating their own fair laws that benefit their constituents and the country as a whole. The laws will no longer favor one person or a few favored people. More freedom and prosperity. The people will have more freedom. Freedom to broker trade deals with other nations and enter international trade agreements. No free rides for foreign corporations with British connections and British businessmen. Complete self-determination. We all like celebrating freedom and justice, but in the case of Barbados, I'm betting that Jamaica is looking with envy and is well on its way to rid itself of British influence and its monarchy. According to experts, of course. I will contemplate on that later while staring at a tree and sipping on tea and munching on some cookies. Okay, I know you've been patiently waiting for me to get to the Rihanna part, right? First of all, she's officially now the Right Honourable Rihanna. Sounds cool or what? Rihanna was born in Barbados in 1988. Real name Robin Fenty. She's been an ambassador for Barbados for a few years, but now she's officially a national Barbadian hero. Quite a big deal down there. The Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Motley, waited until after midnight during the celebrations, then dropped the bombshell on the audience and partiers, making some serious noise and lifting up the spirits. And, if I may add, the party turned into an unforgettable mad bash. I'm expecting a new hit by Rihanna titled The Right Honourable any minute now. I wonder how it will rhyme. I like it already. Oh, where are my headphones at? Okay, let me put my headphones aside. Let me be clear, Barbados didn't make Rihanna a national hero because of her good looks and fame as a musician. No, Rihanna is a very successful businesswoman, a billionaire, and a very serious philanthropist. She founded a non-profit organization in 2012 called the Clara Lionel Foundation, named after her grandparents, which operates globally. At the beginning of COVID-19, she donated $700,000 in ventilators to her motherland, Barbados. Her philanthropy work portfolio is quite impressive in Barbados and internationally. Her NGO empowers women, youth, families, and that's not all. She's also an inventor and contributes to job creation and innovation in various fields across Barbados. Okay, she's so awesome, I will not stop there. Because she also founded in 2006 the Believe Foundation, which is dedicated to helping terminally ill children. And no, that's not all. She also funded the establishment of a state-of-the-art center for oncology and nuclear medicine to diagnose and treat breast cancer at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Bridgetown, Barbados. So, what's next for Barbados? I can read your minds. Oh, come on, folks, don't be so negative. It will be smooth sailing into charted waters. According to a well-devised plan backed by serious support from numerous nations and individuals. Personally, if it wasn't for that bastard of a disease, Corona, I'd be packing my bags and heading for Barbados beaches right now. That's it for this video. Farewell, be cool, and stay freaking positive. And if you'd like to stay updated and informed about the latest news topics, hit the subscribe and bell icons. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.